And isn't he Jewish?
I don't know.
No idea.
Pikachu.
I have
Isn't
no
Pikachu
idea.
in that movie? Remember, isn't Pikachu
You're
in that
falling
movie
for
Jewish?
Saudi Arabian propaganda.
I'm like pretty sure. Isn't that?
You remember?
Quentin here. I'm fine, babe.
This is Ethan. I'm gonna go. Don't worry, Devin's here. This is time. Let's rock and roll!
Welcome to the Power Up Brothers podcast, where we talk about video games. I'm here under protest. Yes, I'm back after 2 whole weeks of being gone. There was much rejoicing, but
Was it really 2 weeks? It felt like
I think it was two
flew
episodes, right?
So much.
Yeah. But by having me back, we've had to sacrifice on the proverbial real blood altar 2 of my brothers, Devin and Ethan. Both of their souls was worth 1 of my souls.
I think your mom told me that once.
She said that once. She said that. So I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, you're right.
Can you believe
Welcome
it?
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome.
I can't believe it. I don't.
I feel like we've cut the fat out. We've cut the dead weight.
We've cut off some serious dead weight tonight.
This is a lean version of the podcast. We can do anything now.
I mean, basically every episode is the 2 of you talking.
Yeah.
Like so. Like yeah.
I wonder.
There were some budget cuts that were made.
Honestly, I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, here's the thing. You know, I'm sorry that Ty and I are the only people who are funny on this podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm really sorry that we talk a lot.
I think we're the only people on this podcast.
Let me tell you something. If I don't think that, has there ever been a Devin, Ethan, just the 2 of them podcast?
No, there's no way.
No, I don't think there is. Did we record when we repainted this room? Did we record the paint dry?
I don't know.
It's basically the same thing. So, I mean, if we did record it. But, you know, it's just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Which I think is the best configuration. And I bet you will, too.
Honestly, you said it's just 3. I was like, who else is
Who else
I was
is
going to
here?
say the best configuration is the 3 of us. I think there can be there's still some fat to trim.
There's still some fat to trim.
In fact, the fat that we need to trim is all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Let's record the paint drying.
Yeah.
I think that this needs to be an AI podcast where it's basically...
We're so close already.
Where it's basically just some, like, there's 2 AI girls and they talk to each other about movies.
I'd watch that.
I've been using ChatGPT to like generate all my responses so far.
Yeah,
I'd watch that, and I don't watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that this podcast is going to be very exciting. We're going to talk about what weird sex pervert games we've been playing recently. What games Harrison's been playing recently.
Yeah.
And we don't have a producer, so that's exciting. I'm the only person here that's into Gilgamesh, so I don't think we're going to get into Gilgamesh.
I love Final Fantasy.
All right, the news.
What's up?
Now we're doing a little segment called I'm going to eat Pop-Tarts while pretending to listen to these idiots.
Yeah.
That's the segment.
This will be our most viewed episode.
It's our most delicious segment.
Pop-Tarts.
Also sponsored by... Do a commercial for Pop-Tarts right now.
Pop-Tarts. I love
it video game thing.
Excuse me. Yep. Pop-Tarts. I love these so much that I bought a more expensive brand that's not Pop-Tarts and tastes better. Pac-Man eats food too. Did that tie it into video games well enough?
Yeah, you did it.
Okay.
We don't know that that's food Pac-Man's eating, but you know.
He eats
like cherries.
He eats cherries,
The rest of it could be...
He eats ghosts.
That I eat ghosts, and let me tell you something, they don't count as food.
Aren't ghosts human souls?
I mean, they could be animals.
Sometimes.
They could be animals.
Animals.
Yeah.
Do animals come back as ghosts?
They only if you suck them up into a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, that's
Oh no, my dog still haunts me.
that's because of what you did to him.
Yeah, right.
Okay, no wonder.
Most animals don't, but the monkeys at the lab I work at definitely do. Because we put human souls into them before we killed them.
You know, Pac-Man was the first mention of a video game.
Yeah, right.
And he'll be the only.
He'll be the last. He'll be the last.
Thank goodness.
Because people have stopped watching it.
What's funny is that so I, sometimes I'll watch like a part of one of the podcast episodes.
Yeah.
And the first week that I was out,
Yeah.
I couldn't finish the episode. I hated it so much. I was like, what even is this podcast about? Video
Where's
games?
the gay porn?
Yeah, because you,
I was literally
if you're not hearing your own voice, you just check
Couldn't do
out.
it.
Yeah.
But then I started watching the last week's episode.
Yeah.
And I realized something. It was like the three brothers and then Uncle Chris was there.
Yeah.
Right? And I realized something, which is that Uncle Chris should just be the fourth member instead of me. Because I was like, wow, that podcast it seemed like it went so smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was articulate. He had an interesting perspective. He likes video games.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He kind of likes video games.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay.
You're here to provide the opposition. The opposing opinion.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's like how MSNBC used to hire a Republican to be on there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And yeah,
You're here because Chris has an actual job and can't make the time.
That's-
all right.
he
So-
summed it up really well.
Yeah.
So I'm like the CNN Republican.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it's the gay communist who doesn't like video games.
Right.
Is that a genre of person?
I mean, clearly it is.
Yeah.
Well,
you
There's
are.
one in the room.
there's one in the room.
Here you are.
If we took like a statistical analysis of the population from this room, at least 30% of people in the world match that description.
This is true.
I think you use the word people incorrect.
That's a fair point. The way
There's
that
only
this,
one person in this room.
Right.
I gotta
and
say,
he's in the closet.
and he's dead.
he's hiding.
He's behind the camera.
The way
right,
that this
so-
podcast is going, I think that we should read the writing on the wall and just
Diamond.
we
Jump
should
in,
just
Mario.
not talk about video games.
Yeah, give Devin a coronary when he watches this back.
Well, I'm gonna say to Harrison,
watching this.
Harrison, what's up,
Nothing much. What's up with you?
man? Not a lot.
Perfect. How about I like every podcast. I'll do the heavy lifting.
Thank you, Ty. What's up?
I've nothing. Let's move on.
Sorry I brought it up. I'm really sorry I brought it up.
All right. So
Okay.
it's a big week in video gaming.
Ooh,
it's big.
video gaming.
It's big.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's huge.
Mm.
Massive.
It's one of the important topics to talk about of our.
Right.
Nothing else is going on in the
Nothing
world
else
right
is
now.
happening right
Nope.
now. Valve announced their new controller,
Well,
and it doesn't look like a gas mask or whatever their last controller
No.
looked like. It was really weird conical thing with it looked like it had those two big eyes that
Yeah.
it was terrifying. The new one just kind of looks like a control. It kind of looks like if you took a Steam Deck and chopped the screen out of it.
yeah,
I love
that's
it.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, which I gotta say, the original Steam controller, which had the worst build quality of any controller on the market.
I am worried
absolutely
about their new
awful.
controller build quality wise.
Yeah.
Because both and frankly, the Steam Deck is better in build quality. It's not like premium.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Well, no, and my thing is with the Steam Deck, I think that they put a little more effort into the build quality because they know that people are going to be taking this with them.
Yeah.
And things like that. They want it to be usable on the go. They don't want something that's going to be super flimsy.
Yeah.
But the original Steam controller, it might be the flimsiest controller.
It was like
I've
a
ever
very
used.
cheap plastic that the mold was using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the idea. I liked the track pads on the Steam controller. They were fun, and the new one has.
But the
those.
placement of the trackpads on the original Steam controller was awful.
I don't love the
so-
placement of the joysticks on this new Steam controller. It's the PlayStation layout as opposed to the Xbox layout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a minor.
No, I don't like
I
that
think
over
that's
it.
just because of the touchpads. Like there's such a weird
I don't
like
believe
shape.
that.
You know,
I'm just being contrarian.
I
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
well, no. My point is that I hope that the build quality is better. I like the layout better than the original Steam controller, where it had those
I mean, it's much
gigantic
better.
I don't know.
trackpads.
The Steam controller felt so good to hold. Like it had like
That's
a
the
weird
ergonomics,
shape.
though.
It had a weird shape to it, but like because of that weird shape, like it felt nice. It just looked weird.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about that this controller, for me to personally buy one, has to justify, right?
Sorry, Pop-Tart.
I have a DualSense Edge, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, what it's obviously going to have higher build quality. I'm not expecting that. But what does this controller do that my DualSense doesn't do?
The DualSense, for the folks at home, DualSense is a PlayStation 5 controller.
PlayStation 5 controller.
Okay.
It's their premium controller, which is normally pretty expensive, but honestly, you can get one in like refurbished or something for like $70.
Right.
It's a great controller. What does this do? It has DualSense has trackpads.
Okay.
They're awkwardly placed compared to the Steam
isn't
controller,
the
but it's there.
DualSense it's a centered trackpad?
It is a centered trackpad,
Right?
so it's a
Yeah.
little awkwardly placed, but they're there. They're usable. It has joysticks and buttons. It has resistive triggers, which there was no mention of for the Steam Deck.
Nothing has resistive triggers.
But
Does that have haptic feedback?
it has
It
high
has,
definition
yeah.
haptic feedback, and Sony keeps porting their games to PC,
Yeah.
and they have resistive trigger support.
Yeah, right.
And so
True.
it feels good. It's really nice. It also has this feature. This is just for me, but I love this. You can lock the triggers so that they're just buttons.
Yeah, that
And
is
you
nice.
can unlock
Yeah,
them
that is
and they're
nice.
analog
Yeah.
because outside of racing games and a rare selection of games that actually use
Like
the
Death
analog
Stranding.
triggers, like Death Stranding, the analog triggers are just like worse. Like I used to play when I would play Red Dead Redemption, I would always like switch my firing key because like it just takes too long to depress the trigger and there's no feedback.
Right.
Now there is a mod now that makes it like kick back like a real gun trigger, and so
That's
I
interesting.
use that. I think that's
Right.
interesting. But
Yeah.
in terms of just like depressing it takes longer. I didn't love that. I'm getting off topic. The Steam Deck, it got what price do you think? I'm going to do this for each piece of hardware. What price
Okay.
do you think makes this controller worth getting?
$120.
That's
I'm
insanely
I was
expensive.
gonna say I'm gonna say that this controller is. If it was like, here's the thing, I don't like controller prices. I think the
They're
controllers should
expensive.
be like a standard controller should be $50.
What happened to Mad
But I
Catz
know that it won't.
controllers?
What happened to Mad Cats? Now it's just like there's a million Chinese ones on Amazon
Yeah.
that you
That's
don't
what
know.
happened to Mad
Yeah.
Cats.
I'm gonna say $70.
I think you're pretty close.
I'm gonna change mine to 80.
I think $80 is where they can get away with selling this controller, and the reason why is that other controllers pretty frequently sell at 80, and and so I think $80 is pretty good pricing for this. I think that controller will actually do well as long as the build quality is better than the original. I think they'll do fine.
How much
with
did the
that.
original cost at launch?
$1 million. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't
I
get
don't
it.
remember.
At launch.
It was.
It only had one joystick.
Yeah.
How much could it cost?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And this one does not have Hall effect, but it does have.
They kept saying magnetic, so it's either Hall effect or TMR.
Right. Usually, when someone advertises that they have Hall effect, they say Hall effect because everybody.
It could be a TMR joystick, which is not Hall effect.
No, I
but
know.
It's actually better.
But we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think that the fact that he didn't say Hall effect
yeah, it's probably not Hall
tells
effect.
me it probably isn't one.
It could be TMR though. Maybe it's even better.
Yeah, but no one has heard of that.
What?
Hall effect is what everybody, because they branded Hall effect so hard.
That's true, but
That
everybody coming out with controllers these days is advertising TMR. 8-Bit Do is advertising their TMR joysticks, and Gorilla is advertising their TMR joysticks. So it could be a TMR joystick, and they just didn't want to say TMR, so they said magnet.
Maybe it's proprietary.
It could also just be a magnet, and it isn't a joystick at all.
Maybe
it's just a fancy little magnet.
Or again, I guess it could be proprietary.
It could be proprietary.
Yeah.
We don't know. I think $80 is pretty good. The next piece of hardware they announced.
Okay, let's hear it. Mm-hmm.
The Steam Cube.
It's cubicle.
It's cubicle. They're back. Nintendo's lawyers are already shutting it down.
Yeah.
They have patented cubicle gaming. No,
So Steam Cube.
it's actually the Steam
machine.
No.
Steam machine.
Excuse
Steam
me.
Cube.
Excuse
Steam
me.
Cube.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's the Steam Cube.
That's right.
Steam Cube, GameCube, Zelda the Wind Waker. No more Zelda games after that. The Steam Deck Cube
Right.
can play the Wind Waker. And I know that because the Steam Deck non-cube, it's a rectangle. The rectangle Steam Deck can play...
Steam Cube. The rectangle Steam
The
Cube.
rectangle Steam Cube can play the Wind Waker. What's even the point of the GameCube Steam Cube if you could already play the Wind Waker on the rectangle
play it
cube?
on your TV at a much higher resolution and frame rate.
That is okay. You've got me. All right.
So they
It's a good
they
point.
advertise this thing as being 8 times more powerful than the Steam Deck,
Which isn't.
how old is the Steam Deck now?
Oh man.
Old.
Yeah.
If only we had a producer.
If only we had a producer to put that up on screen.
So Steam Deck is old, so I would hope it was better. At least somewhat better. I don't know the specs. Maybe they've released them. I'm very interested to see if it's using AMD's new AI upscaling cores. Those have done the NVIDIA's equivalent has done a lot of good work on a lot of Switch 2 games, making them look really good. And so if they are using that technology, it could be exciting for that. If they're not, it's a very low end gaming PC, but they got a lot of juice out of the Steam Deck in terms of optimization and stuff. So they put the same effort into this thing, but they will only do that if it sells. So I'm very interested. I'm not personally going to get one because I have a gaming PC, but I think that if I wish Devin was here, because I guarantee you he probably will get one.
I don't wish Devin was here, but I do hope that he gets one because, well, you know what? Here's the thing. I hope
he gets one. He paints it like a GameCube.
Okay,
like
they
that'd
showed
be
that
cool.
you can. There's a front panel that you can take off.
Yeah.
So like you could take that off, paint it.
Well, I did see there was that you can put different panels on. They had one panel at a showcase that was like it was a paper white screen and it displayed like system information on it.
Yeah.
Which I was like, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah,
I don't know
cool.
who's making these, right? These covers,
probably.
but someone's gonna make that.
Somebody
I guess.
probably will.
And honestly, I would love that. Like if I
That was fun. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I saw that they showed that that it is just it's not like a gaming system. It's not like a PS5. It's not like an Xbox.
It's just a Linux.
It's
PC.
a PC. They showed that like you can put any OS
It's a Linux
you
PC.
want on it.
I'm guessing. This is just a guess. I'm guessing that it is probably a mobile architecture chip rather than a desktop chip.
Yeah,
That's a guess, but based on the size of the thing and the fact they said it was quiet, it's probably still some kind of mobile architecture from AMD. So
how do you think?
But
it's
it does run. It runs anything a Steam Deck would run.
How do
only better.
you think it will compare with KFC's PC tower that allows you to cook chicken?
yeah.
Nothing can compare.
Does
with-
anybody have
with
that?
KFC.
I wanted to buy one of those really bad, and I
would
Probably
love
like
that.
5 people bought it
I would love that.
because who goes to KFC?
I
but
really love the KFC dating simulator. We Love You, Colonel Sanders, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Colonel Sanders is like an anime guy, and you're trying to screw him, right?
I really wish they had just left him
That's not a video game for me. That's real life.
as he was.
You know,
Yeah.
I once photoshopped a picture of like all of the people impersonating, Colonel Sanders in like KFC commercials, and then the anime one.
There's a period where like they were trying to find the new Colonel Sanders, and they had like Reba McEntire.
Yeah, and they
like,
did. It was like Mario Lopez in like a short
Weird
film.
that they
Yeah.
settled on Osama bin Laden.
That was
to play the new
shocking.
Colonel
That was
Sanders.
shocking.
Osama bin Laden's corpse.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
His water floating.
What a
weird,
twist.
Weird use of puppetry or
Yeah.
necromancy.
What a twist.
But they did that, and I took all of those and I
Yeah.
put them around the real Colonel Sanders in hell, and it says like, "Please let me die."
I remember
right?
that.
And I just feel like
If you could dig that picture up for us, we'll put it on screen.
if I can find that picture, I'll send it. But the thing is that KFC created its own PC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, KFC PC, right? It cooked chicken. What can the Steam Cube possibly do that compares to the chicken, the air fryer included in the PC?
It doesn't heat up boring chicken from KFC.
You can put any chicken in there.
Yeah, that's actually
Imagine reheating your Popeyes
You can
chicken.
put any chicken in your Steam machine. To be honest,
that's correct.
you can just
That's
do whatever
correct.
you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Take out the nasty salmonella-filled chicken from
Yeah.
your local Kroger and put it in your
Shove it in there.
Steam machine
I guess
for
you
content.
can. I guess you can.
So
Well,
here's the thing.
okay.
I think this. I actually think that this is a pretty good time for somebody to try to break in because Microsoft's not really pushing Xbox very hard these days. There are
Yeah.
basically no exclusives. You know, you're going to be able to play Halo on the
Right.
Steam machine.
You really don't have to say much more about me breaking in to
Right.
Xbox. I will do it. You don't have to pressure me. I
So-
will break in and steal something.
So the thing is, the question is, what price point should this thing have to succeed? I've got a number in mind, and it's way too low. I also have a number that
No,
I think
I'm
it's
gonna-
going to be.
I think it's going to be at $700 minimum.
I was going to say $700 to $800.
I think it's going to be $900. I think in order to succeed, it needs to be under.
1,000.
It needs to be under 700. It needs.
No, I think
honestly,
700 is-
I think selling a video game console doesn't matter how powerful it is, right? People can tout, but it's such a good deal for the hardware. Your average consumer doesn't know or care about any of
Yeah,
that.
they don't care.
The average consumer does not want to spend more than $600 on a video game console, and it doesn't matter if it is the latest and greatest thing. They just don't want to.
Which it isn't.
I mean, what's the most expensive? Like the most expensive model of a Steam Deck is like $600, I think.
I think it's a little bit more, but I think you're right.
like $650.
The best-selling model of the Steam Deck is definitely that middle tier
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
model, and the reason and the Steam Deck is not. You know, we talk about the best-selling. The Steam Deck has sold in its entire run of its lifetime less than basically any dedicated video game console. Like the worst, the Wii U is in the same ballpark as the Steam Deck in terms of sales.
Yeah.
Maybe exceeds it. So but again, Steam Deck is successful. It's just that they because you're successful as long as you don't overproduce, right? So it's the amount of money put in versus getting out.
Yeah, right.
So this thing could be successful, but in order for it to take the market by storm, which I think is possible, I think it needs to be at that 600, maybe 650 price point. There's no way it will be though. I'm thinking 900.
I think that they'll probably have, like the Steam Deck, they'll have different tiers. There'll be like a lower spec tier that's like cheaper. Looks like the cheapest and like a mid. And then,
I guess the question is, that's a good point, but the question is, with the Steam Deck, the tiers, that lowest tier did not have an NVMe, and then basically each tier got a better NVMe that it shipped with, and then the highest tier had an OLED, has an OLED screen now. There's no OLED screen for this thing.
Yeah.
Just like the Switch 2.
So is there and they're definitely not shipping it with no NVMe because most games just require it now. I don't even think they make that version of the Steam Deck anymore. So the question is, I'm thinking at most maybe 2 tiers, and it's just hard drive size, because I don't think they're going to go for horsepower.
I don't know.
Horsepower difference might be kind of challenging, because then
it's probably more difficult to change specs like that on a Steam Deck, but it's just a box.
Yeah.
It would be probably as simple as
mark-
changing out the graphics
But
card.
it's from the perspective of Valve, it's a marketing nightmare, because you're targeting consumers who don't want to fiddle with hardware on a PC,
Yeah.
and telling them that this game will run on this version of my box but not this version of my box is going to confuse and upset them. And so it just,
I mean, that's basically the PS5 and PS5 Pro, though.
yeah, and which one do people buy? The cheaper one.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, the PS5 Pro doesn't play any games the PS5 doesn't. Right? It just plays the ones it does better. But if the way the PC market works, if you create 2 tiers of a Steam machine. One of them absolutely will play, the next Crisis or something, and the other one won't, right? There are plenty of games that the Steam Deck just can't run. And so that will eventually be the case again. And I don't think Valve wants the headache of trying to explain box versus better box. I think it's just going to be sizes of hard drive, if I had to guess. But that's not all. Valve announced a third thing that we should talk about very briefly. They announced glasses.
They did announce glasses.
But
they're really good-looking glasses.
I'm gonna say, I don't remember what this thing is called.
Is it not?
I didn't even hear about this. I heard about the controller and Steam Machine. Isn't
it just Steam VR?
It's a VR headset.
But
it's a VR headset with
they already
VR
had
controllers.
Steam VR, and I think that this is just their new model of Steam VR, right?
And it's like they touted a few features. It can connect to a PC and just stream games, or it can run games dedicated.
Right. So I'm guessing it's like, you can stream any game and it'll just look like a computer screen in front of you.
Yeah, it's like wireless, and so like no wires. You can just spin around in your chair or something, make yourself sick, throw up all over your nice controllers.
Yeah, I wonder what the power supply on that's going to be.
And I have no idea. It looks lightweight. I don't know what the price for this is going to be. I'm not a big VR gamer, so I don't know.
It is going to cost $1,200.
That's exactly what I thought it was going to cost.
It is going to cost $1,200. I mean, have you seen how much
for a VR headset? That's pretty middle of the road.
I think it's going to be $1,200.
How
much is the current?
That's like the Steam had a headset. They had their Steam VR, which I think was like $500 or $600, and then they had like a premium.
Now, did Steam VR play games all on its own, or did
no? This was like back in the. I haven't kept up with like VR stuff in ages.
I was
but this
specifically
wait a minute,
because the Rift S isn't like that expensive, or not the Rift S. The Oculus has a standalone, like the Odyssey or something like that.
Wait a minute,
did $1,000? I
was gonna say, didn't Steam VR launch at like $899?
It was
maybe. I thought it was like $899.
Like I said, I don't know that much about VR headsets. I do think this is going to be in the realm of like a $1,200 headset.
I don't know what circumstance I would be using.
Will it be good? Will it be bad? I would need someone more well versed in VR to tell me that, because I don't see as many use cases for VR for me as I
don't have any use for any of these
Most
things.
people that I know who have a VR
not
headset,
at all.
you know how they use it? They put it on and a TV screen floats out in front of them and they play their games on it. And I'm like, you know what I do? I just have an actual TV screen out in front of me.
None of this is anything to me, because I don't typically use a controller. Most of the games I play use a keyboard and mouse.
I have a VR headset, and like I don't really use it all that much anymore.
Right.
Mainly just because my space is so small. Yeah,
but it can be fun. There just aren't that many of them.
So, there are some games that they have VR modes that make it more like Minecraft in VR is like kind of fun, but it's not just like
somebody play Alien Isolation in VR. That looked like a cool.
Yeah,
that would be. Sure. Remember when I played Dreadhall?
I do.
In VR, and I screamed.
Yeah,
it was the most terrified I have ever been. Like I had like a genuine scream.
Yeah, I remember
that like came from the side.
It was incredible. You got to play Alien Isolation.
Yeah, in VR. No,
that would be fun. I think that I would like to do that.
That'd be fun. I want to see Cameron.
I think it'd be better if you
producer Cameron doing it would be pretty fun.
She'd have an anxiety attack.
You know that they have Alien Isolation. They have Alien Isolation multiplayer mod now.
Oh, they do. Yeah. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Where
feel
someone plays as the alien.
No. It's two people hiding from the alien, but of course it's stressful because like there's only
get killed.
And there's only so many places to hide right at once, and so you have to be kind of creative. I think it has like 4 players, if I'm remembering correctly, unless I'm having a dementia moment. And
that sounds like a game to play.
Look at this on Power Up Plays, something which I don't think we've had an episode of in approximately 25 years.
Even though people watch them.
They were more popular than this ever would be. But so I don't need the controller because I hardly ever use controllers. If I have to use a controller, I have one that I just, I'm fine with. Steam Cube.
Yeah.
Don't really need. I have a 4090 in my computer that I haven't felt the need to upgrade that.
Yeah.
And all of it, 64 gigs of RAM. I don't really worry about, like having anything else. If I'm not worried about upgrading my already pretty powerful PC, definitely not going to buy a Steam Cube that's 8 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. What can it run Doom now? Like, who cares? Then we've got Steam VR headset. As we've established, I have a nice OLED TV. I don't really feel the need to project it in front of me.
So probably not for you.
No, none of it's for me.
I might get the controller if it feels premium and has some features to
then
justify.
you can tell me. No, I will say I used the original Steam controller until mine broke. Like I loved it. It was really great.
Yeah.
Even though the build quality's bad, the ergonomics I really liked as far as how it sat in the hand. Didn't like the button face configurations. The buttons themselves were horrible quality. Didn't love any of that, but I loved how easy it was to configure compared to other controllers through Steam.
I mean, the Steam Machine is something that like I am probably going to look at.
Yeah.
Just because like it depends on the specs, like how well does it run, and also the price point. Because if I'm looking at like an upgrade for my computer, that's going to be like $900, $1,000, and there's a Steam Machine that like can run almost as good. That's like 800,
right?
Then like I may just
it's not gonna run almost
$1,000
you could get a 5090 and
definitely not gonna run as quick. Can you get a 5090 for $1,000?
You can get a 5080. A 5090 is like 1800.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think
I've been looking at PC parts.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can get a 5090 for $1,000 anywhere. No, probably around 2,000 you could get one if you're lucky. But why would you?
But if you got
no one's happy with it.
5070, you're outpacing the Steam Cube
in orders of magnitude. So
interesting news. I wish Valve all the luck in the world.
Nintendo released a story trailer for the Metroid Prime 4. And I did not watch it because I didn't want to know. Why would I? The game is like...
I can't get any more excited for Metroid Prime 4. At the fact that we're only a few weeks away.
Why are we getting a story trailer?
I'm going to throw up. I'm so excited. I'm going to throw up. And so...
Oh, yeah. As I say, scoot away.
I'm just going to come over there to you when it happens.
Yeah, why are we getting a story trailer, though? The game's about to come out in a couple weeks.
I've been frustrated.
I want to see the game. No,
I agree.
I just want to play the game. I don't want to be spoiled.
But here's the thing. I have been frustrated by their lack of advertising for it because I want this game to do well and I want more Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like they weren't advertising at all. And I wasn't sure, like, if it was because Kirby was coming out or, Hyrule Warriors was coming out, though they didn't advertise Hyrule Warriors very much either. But the ad campaign for Kirby seems to be slowing down a little bit, and they're ramping up Metroid. So that's good, but I just can't I can't get any more excited. If
you do, your heart will explode.
I won't make it. Yeah, I won't make it.
Well, yeah.
So
I still don't think that game is coming out.
It won't.
No, it's going to.
I don't think it's
like Silk Song. It will never come out.
It'll never come out.
Good.
Yeah, and if Silk Song ever comes out, I will eat my left foot.
Okay. Well. Oh, dang. It's gone.
It's already missed.
Oh, my God. Gone. So, Harrison, what have you been playing? Nothing?
No, I've been playing Europa Universalis 5. I'm still in the tutorial.
New. All right.
But something new is that they showed off the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy trailer.
Did.
And I don't want to watch it. I saw the first movie. I was like,
the thing that the Super Mario Galaxy,
I'm not the target audience.
The thing that the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer did was they like showed off like the animation is really pretty.
Yeah.
Which can be good for an animated movie, except the one thing, and I can't believe this, I'm saying this about an Illumination film, but the one thing that I was very confident in was that the animation was going to be great, because the animation was great in the first one. It's the only Illumination film where I feel like the animation is really
pretty good. Yeah, sure.
It's probably the only good thing about it.
But the thing everybody was talking about was, they wanted a story, right? Like they wanted some kind of story
in my Mario.
some actual
how much of a story is Mario gonna have?
This is not a character. This is not a story trailer. This is just a glamour showcase trailer. And so like a lot of people I think are like, okay, show us the thing we want to see.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
But it's gonna make $2 billion.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So I think we could obviously do a whole podcast on video game movie adaptations because there's been a lot of them. I recently just rewatched on 9/11. I rewatched the Mario Brothers movie. Right, the live action
when Donald
Mario
Trump
Brothers
de-aged the Twin Towers. Is that why you watched it on 9/11?
He destroys the Twin Towers in the movie. Donald Trump destroys the Twin Towers in the movie, so I watched it on 9/11. I also watched the film Turning Red, and that's an animated movie.
Yeah,
Mario movie, live action, 9/11. Cartoon movie, also 9/11. Here's the point that I'm making, right? My 9/11 was the Mario movie cartoon.
I see.
Okay. I had a number of really, I would say positive experiences with video game films, right? And by positive experiences, I mean one. Okay. I had one positive experience with a video game movie, and it gave me hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the Mario Brothers movie from '93.
No, a recent one, an animated movie. Can you guess what it was?
Animated movie?
Death Stranding.
That doesn't count. In theaters.
A video game animated
You could release
movie.
Death Stranding in theaters.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's not an animated movie. I'm sorry. It's a live action movie.
Oh my god.
Was it
Ready Player One.
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu was
Still
such a
only good
cute movie.
Yeah.
It is.
It was a cute movie. It was
The
pretty
thing
close
that
to the
Detective
game.
Pikachu did that was interesting was that like it showed like Pokemon just like acting as animals in like the real world.
Mhm.
Like there was thought put into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
that was the thing. Detective Pikachu had a story. The comedy was funny.
That's what I was saying.
it took the story from a video game and just made a movie off of it.
And it's
Mario movie, I don't know what it did.
and
Mario movie,
Detective Pikachu the game, if you haven't played it, it's fun and it's got a nice story, and they basically just adapted it pretty closely. And the concept of like, okay, it's Pikachu but he can talk now, okay?
Yeah.
And
He's Ryan Gosling.
He's not
Ryan Gosling.
He's not. He's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, the other Ryan.
You got the hunks mixed up. Not the cell phone guy, the actual actor guy.
Yeah.
Okay, is Ryan Gosling, right? Here's the thing: Gosling is the recipe for success, right? So Rip Gosling's not in the movie, so they had to work really hard. Okay. To make it work.
Make Ryan Reynolds look like Ryan Gosling.
By making him Pikachu.
By making
hard.
And isn't he Jewish?
I don't know.
No idea.
Pikachu. Isn't Pikachu in that movie? Remember, isn't Pikachu in that movie
for
Jewish?
Saudi Arabian propaganda.
I'm like pretty sure. Isn't that
You remember when he
right?
no.
The Mr. Mime. No, here's the thing. I don't. No, I think that. I'm sorry. I think this might. I don't think this is a dementia moment. I think that it's implied that Detective Pikachu is Jewish, but only in the movie.
It's because they show his circumcised penis.
No, it's not because he's circumcised. No, he uses. I think he says something in Yiddish, right? Isn't that in the movie?
Man.
You know what?
That was weird when Pikachu showed up and he was like, "Shalom."
Oh
No,
here's
the thing.
Tunnels to go under the.
No, I know. No, I know exactly. Under Poke City. No, I know exactly. You all are making fun of me right now, but
Yes.
I know exactly. He does say something in Yiddish. He does, and it's during the cage fight, right? It's during the cage fight. He's up against the.
Are you like a bloodhound for the Jews? Like you hear Yiddish and you never forget it?
Yes.
All these years
He
later,
says
what is wrong
he
with
calls
you?
he calls Charizard a putz.
That's
Putz is Yiddish, right?
We're moving on.
I think that it's Yiddish.
So my thing is with the trailer is that like they show
Mario Galaxy.
So they show like elements from Mario Galaxy and Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
And like I think that if you want to make a good Mario movie, make a Mario movie that's based off of a Mario game that actually has a story, like Paper Mario.
Yeah,
do a Paper Mario
agree.
movie.
But then they would have to change the animation style.
No. You just do the story. You do Mario and Luigi.
No, just do the story.
Bowser's inside story. They're in Bowser's colon the whole time.
No, so it's
never mind.
So this was. I'd like to be in Bowser's colon.
You made the joke.
So here's the thing. I saw at least part of the trailer, right? Yeah. And in the trailer, Bowser's like little.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought I was having a fever dream because I was like...
That happened at the end of the last movie.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't remember.
And then he's like little, and I was like, what is going on? Yeah. And then I thought, oh, this is the dementia kicking in so hard, right? I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh... They're doing a reverse of Bowser's Inside Story. It's going to be about Bowser inside of Mario.
I would watch that.
Right?
That actually would be. That's just the plot of Rayman 3.
That's the plot of Rayman 3.
Fantastic.
But then it comes up and says Mario Galaxy, right? And I was like, what a twist that was. Even though I clicked on the video that said Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
So before we move on, I didn't get to say what was up with me, and it's going to be really short.
Do it.
I actually played a video game. It was a very short video game, but I played Wolfenstein: The Old Blood.
Oh.
I played through that, and
how old?
About
how crusty?
Now, probably about 7 years old.
Yeah,
if I had to guess. It's a prequel to the first game, like it leads directly into the first game.
Yeah.
And I love Wolfenstein 2. I haven't played the sequel to that, the one with the girls, right? The girls, and they're in the like Jewish mech suits, right? Anyways, the point is that I didn't play those because that one is like a multiplayer game and I don't have friends, right? But this was great. This was really great. I love to be dropped back into this world. You get to stab Nazis. Like it's so brutal how you kill people in those games, and given that it's a bunch of Nazis, it's just so cathartic. You know, you just there's all sorts of fun weapons.
You can
just
do that in real life.
Give me some
free
time.
will.
Give me some time. All right, I'll get to it. All right, and you better watch out. Okay, buddy. So I had a lot of fun with it. It's a very short game. You know, it really is just sort of to kind of give you extra context for the first game. But what's fun about it is, as far as the story goes, is that the game takes place in Castle Wolfenstein, right? Which is a fun little like return to the old games, because Castle Wolfenstein was obviously, you know, the little original Doom style.
Yeah, Escape from Castle Wolfenstein.
Escape from Castle Wolfenstein, something like that. Yeah, but you can play that game in these. Each chapter, you can find these like beds, and if you sleep in them, it goes into playing Castle Wolfenstein, right? And so you play the little 8-bit, kind of thing. Really, just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's the thing is that with all of those games, they are the least subtle things in the world. Yeah. Right? And I just think they're really fun.
Not the least subtle things in the world, because that's you.
This is true. So that's why it appeals to me so much.
That's why it appeals to you.
And I had never played this. It had just fallen through the cracks. I love that first game. And the second game's great too. Don't know why I never played it. Really enjoyed it.
Why haven't you played this mysterious third game with
the girls in they have like the Jewish super suits? I know that. I don't know anything else about
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You got to understand, I don't know anything about this game other than it's about these two girls and they're in the Jewish super suits.
You talking about Pikachu being Jewish was absurd, but because it's Wolfenstein, talking about Jewish mecha suits makes sense.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure.
I'm like, yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure that Pikachu is Jewish, but obviously there's a question to be had there. The suits, the Wolfenstein suits that like enhance you, right, are Jewish.
Yeah.
Right, they're designed by like a Jewish secret society.
Yeah,
right?
it's Wolfenstein. Like
that's like a big part of the plot of those games is that the Nazis got access to super technology from like this Jewish secret society that was which was benevolent, right, and it used the technology for good. But then the Nazis get a hold of it and they use it for evil, and that's how they win the war. So you get those suits, and the girls have like, they're like super strong and stuff like that, and durable.
Yeah.
And so that's all I know about it. I haven't played it. like I say, it's like a co-op game. Maybe we can play it on this channel.
Maybe
we can play it on this
if
channel.
I'm not
got the
convinced it
equipment.
exists.
Like I said, I really like those games, and now I've played 3 out of 4 of them. So play Wolfenstein. That whole series is really great. So that's all.
Twin stamp of approval.
It's got my stamp of approval.
No.
Especially that first one. So okay, that's what I've been up to. I haven't done anything else.
All right. You know what time it is, guys? It's time to go home.
Okay.
Thank God.
Time pick of the week.
Guys, if for some reason you like what you see, hit that like button. If this video gets more likes than any of the others, Devin and Ethan will never be back. So we're really hoping.
We'll turn this into the Power Up
Please.
Bro
Yeah,
podcast.
we're turning the Power Bro
Please.
podcast. It's just going to be Harrison.
Please,
I'm
we're
not even
begging.
one of the bros.
We're
And
begging.
So, it really helps a small YouTube channel out to get likes. The algorithm is evil and will not promote us unless we get likes. So help us out. Save us. Do us a favor.
Yeah, please.
We love you.
Please.
What did you just say? I zoned out so bad. Was that the subscriber sting?
That was the subscribers thing.
Oh, okay. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. If you subscribe to our Patreon. Oh, wait. No, this is
That's
like.
later.
Is
We'll do
it?
the
Wait, this is
Patreon
the.
thing.
No, I'm sorry. What are you subscribing to? Oh, this
The
is
YouTube
subscribing to
This is-
YouTube.
we are uploading these videos to YouTube.
You didn't know this, Quinn, but people on the internet have been seeing you.
Oh my God! Cut it! Cut everything I said about Pikachu.
The things you've been saying
Oh
are
my
going
God.
out to the world.
Oh my God! This is terrible. This
All
is
right.
terrible. Okay,
Harrison,
subscribe
are
to
you
YouTube.
ready? Reach my meaty claw
Yeah.
into. No, you take my
Oh.
hand. Take my hand. Reach it into the bag.
There we go.
All right,
I
and
didn't
read
like
it.
that. I really didn't like. If it's a
This
Devin
is a question
throw
from
it out.
Ethan.
Oh, rad.
Maybe we should wait. I
No,
don't know.
no.
Is it
Well,
one
let's
you-
do it.
No,
Is it one
everything.
you think he
You understand
would-
that everything in that bag is either you, Ethan, or Devin. So the
Yeah.
chances are we're gonna get one
Yeah.
that's not.
What
subscribed
game
here.
series desperately needs a revival?
Game series desperately needs a revival.
None. Let
I knew
games
he was gonna
in.
say that.
Let games in.
I thought there was a 50-50 chance he said
Ah.
none or Wolfenstein.
I mean,
Wolfenstein needs a revival.
I have
Um,
one, and there's actually a decent chance that it might be facing a revival soon within the
Okay.
next couple years.
Hit it.
Rayman.
Okay.
Do you remember
I agree.
Rayman?
No.
Me either. I don't know why I brought it up. All right, let's
yeah,
move on.
why does it need a revival? How long has it been since the last Rayman?
So
10 years?
Legends was I think it was 10 years ago.
2014,
Right?
right?
It was like 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2014
Man,
when
am I good.
Legends came out. Desperately needs a revival.
Mhm.
There have been reports that Ubisoft has they have hired a third-party company that deals with like they're like one of those companies that like people will hire them to like come in and like manage different projects. They're the company that was behind the Rabbids and like the Rabbids success.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like they have hired them specifically to look at the Rayman franchise. So there is a possibility that Rayman might be coming back soon.
He'll be unrecognizable.
Isn't there a rabbit that's Jewish? Isn't that like a thing in the Raving Rabbit, like the Mario one? Because they have different costumes. Isn't there one with like a yarmulke?
There's the big giant one that
That's
We can't,
that's it.
We can't.
That's the
keep
one.
that in. We can't keep
yeah.
that in.
I think because they have all the different costumes, right?
Horrifying. I agree.
I think so.
Rayman needs.
I remember
come
that
back.
mini game in Rayman Raiding Rapids where you
Yeah, you got to shake the Wiimote.
there's
really
a glow
fast.
box base underneath it.
Not the glow box base.
It's too bad we can't keep any of this in. It's such a shame.
What have I started? Yeah, well, I think that Rayman, it's been a long time, but also Rayman hasn't had a traditional Rayman game, right? Really long time.
Yes.
Right? So when did Rayman 3 come out?
I mean,
it was
I would
PlayStation
argue that-
2.
I would argue
So
that
it was
Rayman Legends is
mid-2000s.
pretty traditional Rayman. It's a lot like the original.
Yeah, Origins and Legends are like they're more like the
kind
first
of.
one.
and then like 2 and 3 are.
It's been a long time since there's been a 3D Rayman
Yeah,
game.
that's true.
Yeah, and also I don't think that they really. I mean, other than side scrolling, I don't feel like they actually play a whole lot like the first game. They're like super fast runner
because the
games.
first one was literally untested. They didn't test
right.
it. It's a complete buggy nightmare.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the game series that deserves a remake. And
Hang on.
we're
All
back.
right, I just want to give a
Ball
disclaimer
guys.
now that we're back. I didn't say anything bad about Detective Pikachu. Okay,
No,
he's a wonderful part of.
He has nothing but Detective
I have
Pikachu
good things to
deserves to be a detective. He deserves to live where he deserves his apartment.
He was at that cage fight for legal purposes,
Yeah. Right.
regarding the law and investigation.
I'm just saying, I'm fine with Detective Pikachu. I didn't say anything bad about him or his kind. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I just need to get that out there before they try to cancel.
I'm not
me.
anti-Pikachu.
I'm just anti Poca City. Okay?
I just don't think that Pikachu should have their own state.
I just don't think there should be a Pikachu ethno state. I'm fine with Pikachu's living in my neighborhood. Okay.
Yeah.
I have friends who are Pikachus.
Yeah.
So the point, I'm just trying to get ahead of it because you know that the radical Biden freaks are going to try and cancel me over this.
The radical Pikachu state.
The radical
ad ketchums.
who has been paid by PPAC. Okay. Who's
so
getting
tired,
it?
guys? I'm so tired.
So the topic was games that desperately need a revival.
I have the ultimate one. Like this one is obviously the game series in my mind.
Okay.
That
I know exactly what you're going to say.
revival. It's clearly Mega Man.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Mega Man has not had a game in a very long time, and even its last Mega Man
11 came out like 7 years ago.
It's like 7 or 8 years ago, and it was the first Mega Man game in like 10 years or something when it came out. And so like, but it used to be this gigantic franchise, like multiple releases every year.
Oh yeah, several spin-off series.
And very
Had
Right.
several TV shows.
Yeah, very in pop culture. Mega Man keeps showing up in like Smash Bros. He showed up, and there was Mega Man in some fighting game.
Do
recently,
we
I wanna
really
say.
want Mega Man to be made without the original creator though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we want that?
I do.
Is that I don't know what the stance is.
I don't think
on Inafune.
Kaiji Inafune doesn't own
He
Mega
was just
Man.
No.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
the original creator is also not at Capcom.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing is, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
You think they can do a good job without those folks?
I mean, I think they need to just try and do a job at this point because,
Okay.
like,
yeah, sure.
it's not like they have a sterling reputation for always putting out an incredible game or something. But I really,
Right.
I want Mega Man. I want Mega Man Legends 3. Do it. Capcom's just too cowardly to do it.
I think the problem Mega Man has is that like Mega Man 11 is like a 2D platformer like all other Mega Man games, and those games don't really sell.
You have to make
if
them,
it's not Mario.
You have to make them to scale because, like, I feel like in the indie space and even outside of the indie space, a ton of 2D platformers do sell. Like Ubisoft's recent Prince of Persia game is a 2D platformer. It was reportedly pretty successful.
Ubisoft made a new Prince of Persia game?
Yeah, the Metroidvania one. And so,
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it.
All right,
but
I'll take your word
I
for
think
it.
if they bring back Mega Man, they should either, because Mega Man has had several
you can't sell it
spin-offs
for
that are different.
$70.
You know, the trouble is with this podcast is that you all could mention things that aren't real, and I would just be like, I guess they know more than me. I don't know. You could be like, yeah, they made that M-rated Bluey game where you have to kill your dad, and I'd just be like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
okay, well,
that is an actual game,
That's an episode of Bluey. It's coming out.
right.
but Mega Man
Blu-ray
has
gets
several. It has several
God.
spin-offs that are in different genres.
Yeah, it does.
And like I think that you could take the Mega Man series and try something new.
Some people say that
I think Mega Man Legends would be a good.
what's the game that's coming out? It starts with a P. It's got like a robot guy and a little girl.
Oh, right. Isn't that Penile Code? Isn't that the name of the game? Right?
I hate you.
Isn't that the name of
I
the?
hate you.
Isn't there that game coming out called Penile Code?
I hate
You mean
you so
penal
much.
code?
No, no, I mean
I was gonna
Penile
use my
Code.
phone to look it up, but I forget the name of the game. I hate that I've forgotten it here. It's like Primoria or something, and it's you're like a robot guy. There's a little girl, and you're like rescuing her, and she has magic powers or something. But it's all techie.
Pragmata.
Pragmata. There it is. He did it. Pragmata, and people say it's secretly a Mega Man game.
Don't you remember Pragmata? Because that was in my question. I said
right.
Death Stranding, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pragmata have Zionists taken over video games.
Oh man,
Do you remember? Do you remember that question?
I do remember
All of that
question.
apologizing to
Very-
the Pikachu community.
I'm
just
very
undone.
sad now. No, Mega Man needs.
I thought it was a
Mega
good
Man
question.
needs some time in the sunlight. I think it's been long enough. I think Capcom moved away. I think you're right that you have to develop it at scale. And
A third
not sell
person,
it.
like a third person Mega Man Legends 3,
Yeah.
like a third person shooter, I think that would, in this day and age,
They do well.
Again,
I think
I
they do
don't. I don't think that I want a Mega Man Legends 3. To be honest with you, I feel like they had their shot at making a Mega Man Legends 3, and now so much time has passed. It will never live up to it, and I don't trust Capcom.
You kind of have to remake if you wanted a Mega Man Legends 3, you kind of have to do a true full remake of Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 and then come out with 3, kind of like the Crash Bandicoot series. They did the remakes and then 4.
trilogy.
Sure, I can see that, but I also feel like I wouldn't like that either, because the trouble is that part of the thing that I think makes Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 so great is its visuals. I love how those games look, and if they did what they did to Crash Bandicoot and Spyro with Mega Man Legends, I would throw up, pass out, have a seizure, roll around on the ground, wake up, and then die. 5 minutes after, screaming.
It doesn't even have to be Legends, like specifically. Like, just make a Mega Man shooter.
I think Mega Man could work as
like a spiritual
third-person
successor.
shooter. Maybe that's what Pragmata is. Maybe it is secretly a Mega Man project.
Yeah,
she wears a little blue coat.
Yeah, she does.
You could.
Right.
That's
You know what
one
you
of the
could.
references.
You know what Capcom could do, and this would make money, so they're not going to do it. Make a like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals Mega Man game where you can play as Mega Man
fun.
or the other robot
I
monsters.
did just realize
cool,
that there was a Mega Man game that was
Like a
in
5v5.
active development. Technically, it was a Mega Man X game on the phone called Dive.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And they just sunsetted it recently, but that doesn't count. So the but I even think a 2D platformer Mega Man game can work, but you got to develop it with the budget of like, we're going to sell this at $20, which is what other 2D platformers often sell at, and we're going to give it the budget of a $20 game. And the problem is that Capcom basically these days doesn't make games unless they are AAA, right? Like Blockbuster. A lot of studios are.
It has to make hundreds of millions of dollars,
and in order to
be profitable.
in order to recoup that, so Resident Evil, obviously hugely successful, also. $100 million plus per game.
Sure.
Monster Hunter is largely the same way.
Right.
And that's basically what Capcom does these days. They aren't interested in smaller projects. I do think that handing it off to another company and just saying, hey, here's Mega Man, make a Mega Man game, here's your little budget. And you could even hand it to somebody like Intercreates. They still make games, and they made the Mega Man Zero series, which is arguably the best Mega Man.
It's pretty good.
4 games in a row. I don't know, but there are people out there that could do it. I think Mega Man. Quinn, give us an actual game series that needs a revival.
Gex.
He did it. I agree.
We need some more Gex. Thank you.
He did it. I agree.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Gex was all about pop culture references, and think of how much pop culture has happened between when Gex
I think that my
now.
thing is that I think that Gex is a perfect one. One, because Gex is something that is not so integral to the video game sphere that if you screw it up, there's going to be like 10 million people that are really upset.
Be that worried.
No, like as a Gex fan, like if they made a new Gex game and it's like not as good as the first 2 Gex games.
There were 3.
Yeah, but the first 2 are really good.
That's
but the thing is it's like I'm not gonna like lose any sleep over Gex not being incredible.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's similar to like Looney Tunes, where I think we've looped back around with humor, right? Yeah. And I think Gex is a part of that, where we really, I think as a society really like referential humor, but we've gotten so used to it that we can tell when it's really crappy and low effort, right?
Yeah.
And so if you take advantage of the fact that referential humor, pop culture references and things like that can be really attractive to someone, but then you have clever writing, then you're going to have a formula that really works for somebody.
I think that's
right?
the key is you need clever writing.
You need clever writing, but also still Gex style, where, he's opening up and you're in what is that? It's like a world that looks like tie-dye, and he's like, never drink the water at Steven Tyler's house.
Yeah, right.
Like note to self, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I don't know what like 8-year-old was playing Gex and heard that and was like, okay, I know what that means, right?
I learned who Boy George was because of Gex.
That's interesting, yeah. So the point is, I think that we could use that again. Maybe M-rated. I'm going to say M-rated Gex.
At least teen rated.
I'm going to say M-rated Gex, and the reason is that I just know, I haven't looked into this, but I just know that the writers of Gex and the voice actor had so many jokes that probably didn't make it into the to the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
This happened with Animaniacs, right? Where they would have like so many jokes that just couldn't get past the censors.
But I would argue that
same kind of thing.
Trying to slit like Animaniacs would not be funnier if it was like R-rated or even for older audience. I think the effort they had to put into slipping those jokes past the censors is in itself funny.
The fingerprints joke is funny because it's in a kid's cartoon.
Exactly.
It's not that funny if it was. If it was in Family Guy, it wouldn't be that.
No,
funny.
but I'm also not suggesting that you break in style. We're not talking about Conkers, right? Where the humor is sort of potty or sex humor, right? I'm more saying this is still a Gex game, right? It's still the same humor style, but
no premarital Gex.
No premarital Gex. Do you remember when who was it? They banned Gex in the comments.
It was Square Enix. They were doing a live stream for something.
They banned the word Gex, which is absurd. But I think maintaining the humor style in the modern context, obviously, modern graphics. And get someone other than Playtonic to make it, because it'll be terrible if they make it, because they don't make good games.
Do they make games still?
Yeah, Yooka Replayly, a game that already came out that they're charging you for because it's finished now. I hope... I don't want to say anything bad about the folks at Playtonic, right? But I hope that their gold and silver testify against them and melts them alive.
Interesting.
But I don't have any ill will toward them or anything.
Who owns Gex now? Because I think it was Eidos. Eidos was bought by Square Enix, and then I think Square Enix sold Eidos recently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's the Embracer Group, which means we're never.
Who? We don't have a producer, so who owns the rights to Gex game series?
But there are two Eidos companies within Square Enix. I think they sold one of them, kept the other. So I don't know if the one
they sold all their non-Japanese.
I've got good news, guys. I've got good news. Square Enix is still the owner of Gex.
Oh, I love it.
So
that is good news.
We're gonna get the
is it?
All right.
No, it is. Here's the actual truth. Think back over the past couple of years. Square Enix has actually not made a bad game in quite a while.
I hope that they make a Gex
Octopath Traveler. They've had Triangle Strategy.
I hope they make a Gex sequel instead of those terrible Final Fantasy VII remakes.
What if they made a terrible Final Fantasy remake, but it was Gex?
What if Gex
what if Gex was in Octopath Traveler?
Wait,
he was in HD 2.5.
What if like Cloud dies and Gex has to take up the sword and the hair?
Yeah,
right. I think that's a good idea.
That's the Final Fantasy VII remake 3.
That's part 3.
Right. But I think, I think that Square Enix, get the Final Fantasy 14 team to make a Gex.
Make a Gex MMO.
Make a Gex MMO.
Make a Gex MMO.
You can only play as Gex.
Do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's my
really good.
that's
one.
my vote.
All
for
right,
it.
I think we got time for at least one more topic.
All right, give us.
What time is it?
It's time for one more topic.
Okay.
And take your meaty, filthy hand and put it in the topic bag.
Put it in the topic bag.
And pull out one of your topics, ideally.
For me, what games do you want to play with me?
Oh,
Deltarune.
none of them.
I do want to play Deltarune.
Deltarune.
None of them.
I really
No.
want to get to I really want to get to chapter 3.
I know what game I want to play with the both of you.
Okay.
And I've played it before, but it was immensely fun. I can't believe we didn't play it again, which was Crusader Kings.
Yeah.
We haven't played
Yeah.
Crusader Kings in so long, and I laughed. I literally, like, for days after, would wake up like chuckling, thinking about Quentin creating this weird little imp all alone on an island, and he immediately got invaded and just slaughtered.
We should like do a
That's
stream
incredibly fun.
for Crusader.
We should do Twitch.
Yeah.
Just
I
do
want
Twitch,
to. I was gonna say I want to start live streaming. So
Just do
I
Twitch.
think,
That's a perfect game for that. Yeah, Crusader Kings.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, Deltarune. I definitely want to do that. I also want to play. I want to replay Mega Man Legends with you.
That
Yeah.
sounds like
I
fun.
think that would be a lot
I
of
think
fun.
we definitely need to like revisit Rayman 2. I should probably just upload the Rayman 2 videos,
Yeah,
even
that
though
might
they're
work.
like 7 years old. They're
Yeah.
still like really
They're good.
they're really good.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
so-
7 years ago.
Yeah,
gonna be
me
like
7 years
time
ago.
travel.
That's
Is your
yeah.
face? Your faces are not in there.
No,
are they?
no.
Okay, so you looked very different 7 years
Yeah,
ago.
right, right.
We sound
You can't even-
exactly the same.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
as gay.
but you
Yeah.
can't tell that I'm wearing a dress
Yeah.
while recording,
can
and that's
tell.
the
Except
only-
for all the times we
No.
mentioned the dress that you're wearing.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a
we,
good
we
point.
do.
So I want to do that. Mega Man Legends 2. I would also love. Have you ever played The Misadventures of Tron Bonne?
It's incredible.
That game
Been a
is
long
great.
time though.
Then
Fantastic.
that's another one that
That
we
would
should
be-
play because I
yeah.
love The Misadventures of Tron Bonne.
We should do like Legends 1, Tron Bonne.
Yeah.
2.
Mhm.
Have you ever played the game Tatsunoko versus Capcom?
No.
Both
It's a
Mega
fighting
Man
game?
from Mega Man Legends
Yeah.
and I believe Tron Bonne are in that game.
They are.
So you gotta
But
play
there-
that
but
if you're
there's-
playing Mega Man
isn't
Legends.
there-
Tron Bonne is in Marvel vs.
She's in
Capcom
Marvel versus
3.
Capcom 3.
Well, isn't there 2 Mega Mans in that? Right? There's like the
Zero is in that game.
Yeah.
It's Zero.
It's
is
Mega
in
Man
that?
Legends,
Yeah,
Zero,
yeah, right.
Tron Bonne, and maybe Surfbot.
It
It has a lot of crossover with Marvel versus Capcom, obviously.
I don't think Surfbot
yeah.
is in it. I think
Maybe
it's just Tron Bonne because
I
I
think
think
you're
that Surfbot is in Marvel vs. Capcom.
He is.
So-
Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Tron Bonne can like summon Surfbots.
Yeah,
as, like,
right.
part of
Yeah.
her
Uh-huh.
thing.
Yeah. That one's fun. It's
That
a
one's
fighting
fun.
game.
It's a
What's
fighting game.
what's the fighting game that has Mega Man but from the box art of the original game?
Oh yeah.
you remember that?
Oh, is it? It's not Mortal Kombat, is it?
I don't remember.
It
He
might
looks
be.
horrifying.
It's not
He has
one of
like
the
a
Marvel.
pistol.
It's not a Capcom game.
That's really funny.
Okay.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, so I'm trying to think of what other games I'd like to play with you.
Yeah.
Let me think. The problem is I'd have to go through my library because there's a bunch of games that I'm sure you have not played that
Yeah.
you would probably like.
I want to see you guys play Green Hell again.
Oh, that was
Harrison
interesting.
got eaten in record time, and Quinn was mad that his character went insane.
I went out of
I
the-
because he
hate.
saw it.
I could not get into Green Hell because like I just kept dying.
Yeah,
And it's just, like I couldn't.
Mhm.
I literally couldn't play the game.
Skill issue. I went out
The
into
same thing's gonna happen in real
I
life.
was
when
gonna
we
say,
get dropped into the
I was tired of being with a team. I went out in the forest and I did,
way better.
great.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
true,
great out
'cause
there.
Yeah.
You can't go insane watching your friends die.
Exactly.
If you're out in
Yeah.
the middle of the forest. You did eat a frog though.
that
Go
also
insane in the game.
happens in
Yeah,
that'll
right.
happen to you in real life too.
So I think
that was fun.
that's
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
have to think more about it, but I think that's it.
That's
I
the
think,
games.
I definitely want to go through Deltarune. I think like that's probably going to be the first one once we get the equipment.
I would hope so. If we get the equipment, we're never getting the
We're never
equipment.
getting
Ty,
the
can you do a budget on getting the equipment?
Yeah, we have $0 and can't afford the equipment.
Subscribe
to our Patreon.
Do the Patreon
Time for a
stage.
Patreon
If you
stage.
like what you see and you want us to record Let's Play or video game content, please consider subscribing to our Patreon. It really helps us out.
And it's only
we get money, and if you subscribe, you will get bonus content, videos. You'll probably get this episode because this is not going up publicly.
At least most of this
and
episode.
You will also get the ability to give us topics to talk about. We'll put it in that bag that's over there across the room that I'm not getting up to get. Yeah, it's not in camera.
Yeah,
you've seen it before. It's been in all our other videos. You'll see it next time.
Such a broke podcast.
Yeah,
honestly.
There's
and because I know you're probably watching or editing this, Devin, I'm so sorry.
Devin editing? No way.
I'm so
no way.
sorry.
Can you guys imagine? Nah, never mind. The point is, patreon.com/powerupbros. Go there. Give us $5.
Which direction should the slash go in?
I'm not indulging this. Devin is not here. I don't have to indulge his silly little thing about forward
should go
backslashes.
to the left.
So I'm going to say that if you subscribe to our Patreon, I don't know if we have. Do we have anyone on the Patreon?
No.
Is there anyone that's paying us money?
Who would do that?
The only people who know us in real life, and they could just give us $5.
And they won't.
Our mom's not subscribed to our Patreon.
Understandable. I wouldn't be subscribed to our Patreon either.
She pays the electric bill for this podcast, okay?
So subscribe to our Patreon, because guess what? If you subscribe to our Patreon, we'll be able to give you what you want, which is not this podcast. It is something else. Okay?
Tell us what you want, please.
Tell us what you want. Just pay us.
We're open to suggestions.
We'll do anything.
We will do anything. We are whores for cash. Okay? Give us your money, and we will show or do whatever you ask.
He's going to be so disappointed.
Okay? So that is all I've got to say about it.
That's all we've got to say on that topic.
And also, we want to do a little shout out. Okay?
Do we?
We want a little
shout out.
Yeah.
There are now 200 Russian bots who are subscribed to our channel. Thank you, Russian bots. Thank you, Russian bots.
Dos Vidanios.
Dost Vidanios. Petersburg, St. Petersburg,
Florida.
Let me think here. Oh, Stalingrad.
Yeah.
Right? I can't go without bringing up Stalingrad. Thank you, Russian bots. I recently saw this guy who he was streaming some video game. My YouTube knows that I don't want to look at it, but it gives me like channels that have like 4 views, right?
Right.
And it's like that's half the stuff. So there was this guy live streaming. He had like 9 people on his live stream. I click on it. I'm seeing this guy. He's playing some game. You know, there's like a baby yelling in the background, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, honey, come get this child. She's gonna hurt herself, right? And then he starts, he's playing like Jurassic Park or something, right? And I'm watching this guy, and he's like, yeah, I've been streaming for about a year now. He's streaming for a year. He's got 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we've been doing a podcast for a year. And we've got 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
Which tells me something.
More babies screaming in the background.
We need a baby around here. Baby. 2, we need to stream.
We need that baby screaming.
We need that baby screaming.
Make that baby scream.
He's not screaming enough.
We're going to make money if we do that. But guess what, audience? We can't afford a baby. Okay? So you've got to help us out. So go to patreon.com/powerupbros.
Somewhere out there is a baby screaming and he doesn't have a job.
He doesn't have
give us Patreon money and we can employ that baby. We
can find that baby.
Oh,
we can give that baby a job.
Oh, and also, wait a second. Let me see. Where is Blue Sky?
Oh, yeah. We also have Blue Sky.
So please go to Blue Sky at powerupbros.bsky.social. Please go there. There are 43 posts. All of them are legal and clear, and they make sense. And there
have been a couple that I've had to delete.
And I like them a lot. Devin doesn't like our Blue Sky, and I like it partly because of that. It's kind of to spite him.
I know.
So please follow us on Blue Sky.
Been to spite him.
Blue Sky, TikTok.
Your whole childhood. Your very existence.
It was to spite him. My soul found this body to enter
You were
in.
conceived after Mom was really pissed at
Really
Devin one
angry,
day.
really angry. So, okay, well, thank you for watching the podcast.
Guys, if you're still here, we love you for putting up with us. This has been an absolute chaotic episode. There's probably only about 12 minutes of usable
We've
footage.
been recording for 2 hours.
And
Go to the Patreon to watch the content we cut out, because that
at least some of it. Some of it probably won't even make it there.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But okay.
Yeah, I think Patreon has terms and services.
So there's some things we can't do. Some things we can't say on there. Well, if you're still watching, please go into the comments and put an Israeli flag.
No. If you're still watching, go down there and tell us what game series you think deserves a revival and why it's Mega Man.
And say what game you want to play with Harrison if you knew him.
What do you want to play with Harrison?
He's not friends with you, and he's not going to play a game with you, but...
Well, he might.
I will.
He will for money.
You know what? Patreon.
I'm very lonely.
Patreon, he will for free too.
All right.
Good
Goodbye.
night, guys.
Goodbye.